Hello and welcome to GTS Business Conference 2017. I'm Pet McDonald from Watch It Played, and I'm joined by
Danny with Iello.
And you have a game here to show me.
I do. It's very exciting. It is Bunny Kingdom
Bunnies.
by Richard Garfield. It's our newest card drafting and territory control game. It's pretty fast. It's 2 to 4 players and it's going to play in about 45 minutes.
Okay.
So we're going to play 4 rounds with a hand of either 10 or 12 cards, depending on player count. And the drafting is super simple. For 3 or 4 players, you're just going to look at your hand of cards and pick 2 of them. We'll play them face down. Once everyone's ready, we'll reveal simultaneously and then take the card actions. Right? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a perfect example. So the basic card that we have in the game are coordinate cards. So the board is a grid. We've got a letter and a number. So each of these coordinate cards, there's 1 per space.
Perfect.
So for example, I have I7. So I'll go to I.
Yeah,
and play
I7.
on 7.
And C8 is your other one.
I'm making a mess. I7 and C8.
And I have F3 and F4, which should be easy enough to find. Boop, whoop, boo, boo.
Awesome. So you're playing the game real well right now.
Yeah.
There's 1 card per space, so as soon as you place a bunny, that's your spot forever, right? So player interaction is pretty nice in this game. Other types of cards that we have are resources. So on the board, there are some resources already printed on certain spaces, but we can also add additional resources with these cards. So basic ones are the ones that are already on the board. They have a white background. So there's fish, wood, and carrots. You know, all the things bunnies like to eat.
Yeah, I know lots of bunnies that eat fish.
Totally. We have luxury resources, which have a black background, and that's gems, gold, steel, you know, the other bunny
Yeah.
fare. Or we also have markets, which are multiple resources. Very useful. Other cards are cities. So we've got level 1, 2, and 3. The board starts with cities on some spaces, these little marketplace cities. Those are going to augment your score in a certain way, and we'll get to that later. We have action cards, so provisions just let you draw 2 cards from the deck and play them immediately. Camps are the only other way to get bunnies on the board besides those coordinate cards.
Okay.
So with camps, you're basically squatting on an empty space.
Oh, so you might go here.
Yeah, and if you played F6 on your next turn, then I'd be kicked off and have to go back home.
Oh, but otherwise you get to stay there.
Yeah, otherwise I'll stay there until someone kicks me off. Sky towers are kind of special. They'll connect 2 spaces, so they're adjacent, even though they may be all the way across the board from each other. So with the sky tower, these 2 little red bunnies are technically neighbors. And the last type of cards are these parchment cards. They're going to be played face down and revealed at the very end of the game.
And those are just points, right?
Yeah, some of them give you just straight points, like this one's 6 golden carrots. But some give you secret objectives to accomplish.
Ooh, like 15 points if you produce at least 5 carrots.
Mm-hmm. So we've drafted our 2 cards, right?
Yep.
We're going to pass our hand to the left.
Boop, boop.
Thank you. And we'll pick 2 more cards. So an entire round is just completing, picking all the cards in your hand and playing them. And the next round we'll draft the other direction, and then the other direction, and then the other direction. Ready?
Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da. So you played cities. So everything that is a plastic city or a cardboard token, those are called buildings.
Okay.
When you play some type of building, you're going to take the corresponding token and play it on your card.
So I have one of these little
Yeah,
ones,
level
little
1,
towns.
and then a level 2. So you can tell the levels by the number of turrets. The phase of play is draft cards, play cards, and then you're going to build all of your buildings after we're done drafting. So it's pretty nice as well because you can wait until the board is kind of at a standstill before you place your buildings. I played a parchment card, which is face down, for later. And I also played a resource. So it's a building, so I'll place the little token on it and put it on the board later. So we keep going.
Oh, and whoop.
There you go.
Thank you. Ta-da.
Yep, so we both played coordinates. So these you can just play simultaneously because there's not player interaction with these ones.
So B1 for me.
I got
and
I4,
D7.
and I have I9.
Perfect. And we just continue like this until we finish off the hand.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And then I would build any buildings that I...
Yeah, then we'd place any buildings that we have on cards onto the map. Let's say we finished a round and we'd populated the board with a couple more bunnies. The goal of the game is to create fiefs, right? Because it's a bunny kingdom. We're trying to spread our kingdoms across the world. A fief is a connection of contiguous bunnies. So you've got one fief here, another one there, I should make my fiefs a little bit more robust. All right, so at the end of each round, we're going to score our fiefs. How you score is you count up the number of towers in your cities. In this example, I have 1 tower. And you're going to multiply the towers by the number of different resources.
Perfect.
So for here, I have wood, fish, and a pearl, so that's 3. So 3 resources multiplied by 1 tower is 3 points.
3 points.
So you just mark your points. I'd score this fief, 1 tower, 1 resource, a measly 1 point.
I might have technically cheated a little bit here.
Cheated.
Now, we'll do this one first because it's interesting. I actually have 2 resources, but first of all, they're the same.
They're the same, yeah.
Which means that it only counts as 1, and they're not connected to any towers on any city, so it's 1 times 0, which is 0.
0. Yep.
Same as this guy, he's over there alone, but these ones are actually worth quite a bit. Again, I have 2 of the same with wood, but it's 1, 2, and I have 3 towers, so 2 times 3.
Yeah,
so I get
kicking butt.
6
points. In the beginning rounds, your score is going to be pretty small. There's not a lot
Even
of
that
places.
likely wouldn't happen in turn 1.
No, probably not. But the bunnies are going to stay on the board each round. So your fiefs are going to grow. With the sky towers, you can make humongous fiefs.
Oh yeah, because if you had the sky towers to connect right now, you could connect these 2 together, and suddenly these are massive.
So that's the basic gameplay. Rules are simple. Gameplay is nice. In fact, the hardest thing I've heard about this game is how good every card is. So you get your starting hand and you look at all the cards and you just want to be like, yes, I will play them all right now, please.
Yeah, and of course there's a little bit of planning that you'll need to do because the spaces that you're going to be able to occupy won't always be next to each other now, but you'll get those cards later, potentially.
Yeah, you know that there's 1 card for every space, so you have to hope that you get that card first before someone else does. So there's potential for hate draft, but it's very polite hate drafting.
Excellent. Well, thanks for showing me.
Yeah, no problem.
If anyone has any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.